Do you ever get to the point where your patience just wears like really thin, where you just can't, your patience is run out. The people that you're talking to, that you're trying to explain something to, just are so thick. They're as thick as this wall that they're never going to reach them. They're not trying to be reached. They're deliberately deflecting you. They're pretending not to know what you're saying. I'm trying to think of a metaphor that might be useful right now, and I can't. I'm just trying to think maybe, so say like an asteroid came crashing down in front of your feet, and the person alongside of you who happened to see it with you, and you say, "Hey, did you see that?" And the person says, "See what?" Well, this giant boulder cindering, on fire in front of us. What do you mean? I'm talking about this asteroid that just fell in front of this huge explosion. You just see the rocks flying. Well, you mean the thing in front of us? So that's what I'm dealing with. And by that's the metaphor that's perfect for Northampton County, Pennsylvania, and their judges. They are fucking criminal scumbags. I mean, there's no way to get around that. There's no way to get around that conclusion. When I took my daughter to see those judges and expected a remedy and justice, I didn't get any of that. What I got was a bunch of Italian scumbag organized crime dolts looking at my daughter's third-degree cigarette burns, cavities burned into her arm. Like it was like we're just having some sort of like literary experiment. Like we're just pontificating philosophically about what it could be. I wonder if was she in pain, Mr. Kramer? You think she? Yeah, she was in fucking pain. She was writhing in fucking pain. And those are bruise marks. And those are cigarette burns. Well, how do we know they're cigarette burns? So I had to deal with a jackass upon jackass upon jackass in Northampton County. Their fucking judges, all of their fucking judges, colossal, stooge, criminal, jackass. You're a fucking jackass. And I'm referring to Judge Corey, Judge Beltrami, Judge Moran. You just name it. Just go down through the list of Italian goons. D.A. Morganelli. These are third-degree cigarette burns. They weren't imaginary cigarette burns. They were confirmed by the chief medical examiner's office here in New York City. They were confirmed by one of the top dermatologists here in New York City. And any person with just a modicum of intelligence understands these were fucking just nasty, brutal, savage fucking burns seared into my daughter's arm. These were done prior to a competency exam, after the county lost a lawsuit to me, which means they would have to pay. And these fucking goons is like, well, what do you mean? I have to go back to my monkey organ and to play a little game. These clowns don't deserve the fucking time. They put on robes. These idiots have the balls to put on a fucking robe, go into an edifice that's called the courthouse, and make decisions. The only decision they should be making is like, what time are they going to get up in jail? That's the only decision they should be making. That our United States government hasn't gone and clocked the shit out of these fucking retards. Just for the stuff that I saw. Much less what they do on a day-to-day basis, which I can't even begin to imagine what they do. It's just stupid. I can't even... The argument is so obvious, so preposterous that I have to sit here and make the argument because nobody's done anything. The United States Attorney's Office for the Eastern District of Pennsylvania is a sewer. And that's giving it too much justice. I mean, it's just a shithole. And so is the Southern District. I mean, so is the Eastern District of Pennsylvania Federal Court. Judge Tim Rice, oh my God, what a fucking jackass. I brought my daughter, I brought to his attention that my daughter was savagely tortured and burned with cigarettes. Well, he didn't want to hear it. He was upset that I brought it to him in the first place, that he had to hear it with his gentle, sensitive ears. Hey, Judge Tim Rice, you're a fucking scumbag. You should be in a hole rotting someplace for the rest of your fucking life for the shit you did to my kid and who knows how many countless other kids you must have done this to, because I just saw exactly how you behaved. You're a jackass. You're a scumbag. You should be impeached, jailed, and impeached again. These are kids. Who the fuck do you think you are? And Marcy Romberger, your guardian, was responsible for my daughter's torture. She let it happen. She didn't even show up to the fucking PFA hearing. Didn't have time. And she withheld the Fragile X diagnosis, which said my daughter could not be mentally retarded after I won the suit that said she was not mentally retarded. You're crooked beyond. I mean, so I can't talk to them because there's no point in talking to them. The point is I have to talk to people who are rational and reasonable about them. And there's such a large group of them that the organized crime has gotten to the point that their sticky tentacles have gotten into every aspect of our fucking government, that they have such a penumbra, they have such like an extension around them to protect each other. It's unbelievable. Our government's asleep. They're not doing their job. They're not even close. They have to go. They've got to go. You start torturing kids and you have to make excuses yourself. You think that's okay? Something very sick about you. Something very wrong. And you've got to go.